There's a reason they call it classified.
Are you satisfied by the information that you've gotten?
This past weekend, the United States acted as we needed to act, and we had our military forces, of course, strike the heart of Iran's nuclear weapons program. We delivered a major setback that resulted then in a feeble face-saving response from Iran, and immediately thereafter a ceasefire agreement. I was heartened by the briefing that we just got here and the reaction by all of our colleagues. It was bipartisan. There were Republicans and Democrats there. There was a couple of moments of rousing applause in support for our outstanding, extraordinary military servicemen and women. The pride that we all have as Americans, as the only nation on the face of the planet that is capable of this kind of decisive action. And again, as I said, it takes bold leadership to do so. The briefing today was thorough, I think very helpful for the members. They relayed very important information and answered a lot of the questions that were in the minds of members of the House here, and I know they did the same in the Senate yesterday.
I was very disappointed that we learned very little about the inventory of high enriched uranium, 60% enriched uranium, and its whereabouts, and what that meant for the breakout time to Iran's first nuclear device. There is, I think, frankly, very over-optimistic portrayal of what was and was not accomplished by this mission, because we do not have understanding and control of where all of that material is. I remind everyone that the 60% enriched material, while not weapons grade, is weapons usable. The Hiroshima device used a mixture of 50% and higher enriched uranium and worked pretty well.
It's really important that the United States Congress is the body that authorizes offensive military action and has matters over war. There's no doubt that the President has self-defense authority, but that threshold, in my mind, has not been met. Right? There has to be an imminent risk against U.S. persons and U.S. facilities in order for the President to do this without congressional authorization. And what was briefed to Congress today is massively different than what has been told to Congress over the last year, up until a month ago, about both Iranian capabilities and Iranian intent.
Are you convinced that Iran's nuclear facilities have been completely destroyed, obliterated, whatever the administration is using?
No, I'm not convinced of that whatsoever. Numerous words have been used. In fact, they said, pick your adjective. Well, adjectives and words actually matter. They have different meanings, and they mean vastly different things, and they have not actually settled on a definition in what they claim the results of the strike were. So we'd like to see that. We've been told that there are still additional reports that have not been provided to Congress. So show the report. With a real battle damage assessment, please stand up so we can make that assessment and see what the results were.